Trump, he wants to make Europe weaker.
Yeah, of course he does. Why the hell does NATO have to increase its military spending to 5% of GDP when the US alone is already spending more than twice what Russia and China spend? Why isn't that enough money?
Why?
Trump wants the Europeans to go bankrupt buying weapons from the US arms manufacturers. It is obvious Macron, Starmer, Merz, Mitsotakis, Ursula von der Leyen, these people are all slaves of Washington. They're just taking orders from Trump because the EU, it's being torn apart, has spent insane amounts of money on this ridiculous war in Ukraine, which should never have happened. So when all these people in the European Parliament stand up and they say Russia's threatening us and Russia's going to come after us if they defeat Ukraine, this is all just being fed to us so that we will agree to spend 5% of our GDP on the military. Because if you put all the NATO money together, we're talking about $1.5 to $2 trillion a year. Now, before the increase to 5%, okay? So NATO is already spending 4 or 5 times as much money as China and Russia together. And you need to spend more? Are you kidding me? There is no rational basis whatsoever to the number 5% of GDP. Trump pulled that number out of his stinking ass. That's basically where he came up with that number. Because those military contractors are robbing us blind. They literally have the keys to the safe of the public treasuries of the countries of the West, and they're just taking the money out, stealing our national wealth. So spend so much money on our weapons. That's what this is all about. Russia's just the bogeyman. They're going to attack a NATO country. This is ridiculous.
There is no fear that it will conquer the entire EU and United States.
They
Because now Russia
NATO.
is trying to get part of Ukraine for 3 years. So Russia is not a threat.
No, they want to terrify us into allowing this to happen.